Hey there. I don't usually like to get in front of the camera because I just don't feel comfortable being on YouTube with my face, hanging out for the world to see. I get enough negative attention usually as it is. But today I kind of want to make a video just explaining something and maybe helping other people out there who might be going through the same thing. Um, I'm 50. I'm okay with that. 50 is not half as bad as I thought it was going to be. I turned 50 earlier in the year, and so far, I haven't dropped out of a heart attack, and I don't usually walk with a cane. And when I do walk with a cane, it's because of my visual disability, not because I'm too old to walk normally. So there's that. The other thing that I want to talk about right now is being 50 and single meaning like not married, never married. I am contentedly single. So I have made the deliberate decision to be completely single, like not dating anyone, not someone's side dish, not in a relationship. I'm not interested in that. I know that sounds a little strange because, Tom Brady is single, right? Why wouldn't I go show up at his door and throw myself at him? But you kind of go through life, you have experiences, and your experiences teach you something. And if you're intelligent enough, you will learn something from those experiences and expand as a person. And I've done that. And all of my experiences have shown me that being in a relationship with someone is a weakness in a way. I have no problem with anybody else being in, relationships, connections, etc. But for me, it weakens me to a point where I am no longer who I'm supposed to be. And that's why I am choosing to remain single. The other thing is that for some reason, the types of guys that I've always been interested in have always been in relationships. And I'm not interested in being anybody's side dish. Case in point, I had a meeting recently with a couple of people, ongoing, sort of these meetings are the result of sort of ongoing loose communications and associations with certain agencies and businesses and things like that. So recently I had a meeting, and one of the people in the meeting was a guy who is married. He's somewhere around my age, maybe let's say late 30s, early 40s, early 40s. So let's say he's like 7, 8 years younger than I am. There's a really strong connection with this person. I'm not going to do anything about it. He's married. I don't care if he's Tom Brady. I don't care if he's, whoever. Like, if someone's married, that's it. They're off limits. You should treat them as your brother or sister, and that is the correct thing to do. I have enough moral fortitude to not, no matter what the connection is, no matter what the chemistry is, and there's a lot of strong chemistry with this person, I'm able to set it aside and just treat them like family. Once you get this whole like physical chemistry thing out of the way, you can pretty easily treat people like family. You just sort of walk past it. It's there. Okay, so there's chemistry, there's an attraction, there's a really strong connection. This person's not available. I am going to move around that chemistry, move around the connection, and just keep going. And that's all you can do unless they show up one day at one of your meetings and announce that they're getting divorced or that they're legally separated or something. But who wants to be with somebody who's going home to someone else every night, Not that I wouldn't date this guy if he was available, but he's not. So I'm going to respect him, respect his situation, and just keep going. And that is not a problem for me because, as I said, I'm not really a relationship person to begin with. I don't need to be in relationships. I'm actually much better outside of them. I am myself outside of a relationship. When I'm in a relationship, I tend to put the other person's needs before my own. I tend to put their interests before my own. I had a boyfriend who played hockey. I was with this boyfriend for over 6 years and would spend like 3 nights a week hanging out at his hockey games, even though I wasn't really into hockey, but I was trying to put his interests and his needs as a priority. And then I would sit there for hours watching these hockey games going, what am I doing? And I was young, so you learn and you move on and you figure these things out. But at 50, I am, again, very contentedly single. I'm not looking to date anyone. I'm not interested in anyone aside from maybe a few of the hot cops around the corner, but they're probably married too, so I'm going to leave that one alone. But there is Tom Brady. So, yeah. Hey, Tom, if you're ever in Boston, just, look me up. I'm on YouTube. Tom Brady would be perfect because he's 46. I think he just turned 46. He's right up my alley in terms of personality, looks, success for sure, but also age. And, there's just sort of like a similarity for people who grew up in the same decade, let's say. But I'm not going to go chasing Tom Brady around or sending him emails or trying to find him on social media. He's in a different stratosphere than I am, so I'm just going to leave that one alone as well. So, do I enjoy my life as a single, never married 50-year-old? Yes. Do I wish I had ever gotten married? No, I don't. Most people who get married end up getting divorced. Sooner or later, they get divorced. I just found out that Tori and Dean just got divorced, and they're my age, and I thought those two were going to, make it through the long haul, but they just got divorced after 15 years. So a lot of people who get married get divorced. And I saw that happening right out of college with some of my friends who just gotten married, already getting divorced a few years later. So do I feel bad that I never got married? Absolutely not. I stick to that decision. I am very happily single. And no, I'm not interested in dating you or anybody else out there right now, not even Tom Brady, unless, he showed up my door with chocolates and flowers. But given the building that I live in, Tom Brady's not going to go anywhere near that building. So I'm okay with that. That's fine. Yeah. So we'll just leave it at that.